All right, guys, we are getting this van closer and closer and closer to being done. And the remodel it's just incredible. I love, love, love the new setup. And I still am trying to determine what to do about these cabinets because everyone that comes in here to hang out ends up hitting their head. I changed my bed. My two mattresses were 72 inches long, 23 inches deep, and when I wanted to get in my storage areas, it was hard because the cushions are so long. And so then I cut them, and I thought 32 inches is a perfect bed for when I'm here by myself. So I cut the mattresses 32 inches, and that left me two 40-inch couch areas. So, which is great because I can sit here and not worry about hitting my head. But when people are here, they still have a problem. I've had a couple people hit their head pretty hard, and a friend of mine was over here the other day, and I think she has the solution since this is my bed and this is my couch. And let's take a look at what we're going to do. I've got one of my future builders here sewing for me. So what you did was you laid the material down and just made sure that you had enough.
Oh yeah.
Well,
what I did, the lengthways, yes. Okay, but then I just did the first seam. I just did a 5/8 inch seam, just did the first seam. Now that I've done the first seam, I'm laying it up here because I want to be sure and have my dog ear. And then I'm going to flip it over to here because now I want to come up here
and make sure that
and find out how much this seam is going. What I want to know is what the seam is going to be. So what I do, I put those two together
and pull them tight.
Pull them snug. And so this seam is like 2 3/8. Just going to mark this in a couple of places. And I said 2 3/8. Mark it there. And mark it on the 2 3/8. Put it together. See if this is going to work. Yep. And then it's not going to be perfect, but then the world
is perfect.
You know, and some people will just look at it and they'll just pin it and eyeball it and they'll say, that's good enough. And it is.
That sounds like something I did.
Well, it's what my sisters have always done, and it always looks great. I'm just not one of those people.
Nancy, I feel like I can do your cushions when you come back for $100,000.
Even if you had a 6-inch or a 12-inch, it would be better than this, but it works. And so
See, you know what I'll do? I'll cut a little piece of wood.
And that works too. Hey, I've used a lot of cardboard.
I can tell you already, it'll probably take me a day to probably do a cushion. Do you sew over your pins or do you take them out before you get...
I take them out before I get
That's
to
what
them.
I do too.
Yeah, because otherwise...
I don't want my needle to hit them.
Yeah.
I should have taken 4-H.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut this a little over 1 inch. And I know that means that thing looks funny, but it'll come off in a second. These are really nice scissors, by the way.
Thank you. I get those because they cut that thin slate real good.
Oh, is that what you do?
Thin slate,
Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to cut down in there.
Oh.
Don't cut it all the way to the bottom.
Right.
Just cut it in there.
Oh, okay.
And then we're going to do the selvage edge again.
She's very tight. She's a master sewer.
No, I am not a master sewer. But my mother would be thankful to hear that.
You know what? Your mother would be, if she saw my cushion, she'd be like, Patricia, good job, honey.
My mother would have been appreciative of the effort, no matter the result.
All right, guys, a huge shout out to Patricia for helping me make the cushions for my bed area. Now, we did all of them except for the 4 bigger size cushions. And what I decided was I'm still hitting my head on these cabinets and it's got to be fixed. I mostly use this area for a couch. So I took out the 6-inch cushions that we hadn't upholstered. We only did the backs. And I bought some 3-inch cushions. So that's going to drop this down 3 inches. And that is going to be perfect to allow me not to hit my head anymore. So now it is my attempt to make my own cushion covers for these 3-inch mattresses, and I can tell you they are 19 inches by 23 3/4. I'm going to make 4 of them, and before we even go further, I'm going to tell you Patricia will be doing the 4 cushions that I took out of here, because she made it look so easy, and I'm going to make it look like a hot mess. All right, guys, the cushions are made. You can see I've got plenty of headroom now, and think that this is probably the best solution while I'm in couch mode. And if I'm going to take a trip and I need this in full bed mode, then all I've got to do is switch out the cushions, put the 6-inch ones back in here, and it's going to work. It's going to work. There's still going to be people that are too tall that come in here, but for me, for everyday use, a lot of my friends, not Patty Augustine, but they're, I think they're going to be fine. And I have gotten so many projects done on my van, and I am so close to the tour. I have never felt like this is so inviting, so me in here, and I don't think I ever had this feeling for my other build. I just feel like, I mean, I'm full-time. I go home 2 days a month, and I have made all the little touches, and I can't wait to share them with you guys to get this place to what I really want. And when my clients come and get their van, I feel like they've got this feeling, and never really had it with my old van build because it was never full-time. But now that it's full-time, and granted, I do have my shop, little kitchen, my office, and that, but I stay in my van every single night, and I am just loving this new build. And subscribe and follow along, because I'm going to be sharing that tour with you guys possibly even next week. I am waiting for one more thing, and I'm going to be ready to share it with you guys. So, guys, thanks for following along. We'll see you guys on the next video.